Hi guys, my name is Owolabi Marcus and I'm your host today on love, sex and relationship. Today, the major talking point is the effects of sex in a relationship. I have fantastic guests on the show with me. I have a therapist, I have a DJ, and I have a singer turned, I won't say turned, a singer and a relationship specialist. So, hi guys. From my right, I have Michelle. How you doing, Michelle?
Hello, I'm good.
On my left, I have DJ Nana
I'm fantastic.
and Peeshaun of
Peeshaun
Skuki.
Yep.
So, well, guys, we all know that today a lot has changed because it's an internet age now and a social media age, I can say as well. But we can't forget the fact that in relationships, a lot keep going down. Like we've got a lot of celebrities marriage crashing, and even the ordinary people. Pardon me for the use of such words. People are having it difficult to keep their relationship together. Now I have these amazing people here. We are going to be talking about what really affects relationships, but we are going to start with the major talking point, the effects of sex in a relationship. I'm going to start with Michelle being a therapist. What do you think? How are you going to, point it out about the effects of sex in a relationship?
Um, well, being a therapist, it doesn't really have that much to do with my job. I mean, I don't do that kind of therapy. I just do physical therapy. So, from my personal experience, I think the effect of sex in a relationship depends on what the two people expect from it. For example, if you're the kind of man who expects a woman to, you know, hold back and, not be too forward, in the beginning of a relationship, and you find a girl who wants to have sex on the first date, obviously you're going to think that, you're not going to have a lot of respect for her. Whereas if you're a different kind of person, that girl might be perfect for you. So that's my opinion on it.
Fantastic. I like that. DJ Nana, what do you think?
Well, I totally agree with her. I really think it's a personal thing, really, and I think it's just a part of it, because I think most relationships have to do with understanding or what the two parties want from each other. So I really think sex is really a personal thing. It's really personal. I totally agree with what Michelle said. Really.
So you think sex cannot affect a relationship? Like it cannot be a major point in a relationship?
Well, for some people it is. For some people, they basically want to have sex before they met and they end up getting married. Some people get dumped after the sex. Some people actually get hooked or fall in love after the sex. So that's why I say it depends on the individuals involved. I know a lot of people that are celibate and a lot of people that don't delay sex and they are still perfect together. So it's really the individuals involved, at the end of the day. Yeah.
Amazing, I like that. So, well, over to you. But before you say a word, I am gonna say this. I am so amazed at the way you of course I know you as a fantastic musician, but when I watch your piece on the social media, I'm like, how do you get there? But we're gonna talk about that later. Let's eat the nail first.
Okay.
So on the effect of sex in a relationship.
Yeah, I kind of agree with what David said. It has a bit to do with the personal preferences of the couple involved. You understand? But then, for the sake of this discussion, we're trying to be as general as possible. Sex is a vital part of a relationship. Very vital. It has a lot to do with the sex drive of both parties. It's always easier if the guy's sex drive is matching the lady's sex drive. It's harder if, let's say, the guy has a high libido and the woman has a lower libido, you understand? But if for some reason they find themselves together, they'll have to find a way to be compatible. I think in a relationship, intimacy should bring intercourse rather than intercourse bringing intimacy. What I'm trying to say is that people should be intimate with each other, and because they're always intimate as a couple, that drives them to be sexually attracted to each other and have sex maybe 5 times a week, 1 time a week, whatever they get to do, rather than them trying to use sex to arrive at that closeness. Because at some point, because of pressures of life, you might not find your man attractive at some point. You might not find your woman attractive at some point. But if you're always intimate with each other, then that will spark the attraction. So it won't be, the sex will be derived from the fact that you're in love with the person's heart. So, yeah.
Amazing, amazing. You know, no disrespect to you guys. I said something earlier. I said, Peeshaun, a relationship expert, he has just proved it because he pieces everything, and you know, I am picking some points. I'm sure it's going to be useful for me, and I'm sure you viewers are going to, you know, and even my guests here, I'm sure you guys must have learned one or two things.
Topic is a hot topic now.
But really,
Selected.
Billy, we need to understand one thing, because I think because of, thank God we are not just Africans here. You know, we are, all of us here are exposed. We've been far and wide. There's this aspect that a lot of people are getting wrong. Now, people misunderstand sex a whole lot. A lot of people believe if you have sex, you are a sinner. A lot believe that if you meet a guy in a day and there is sex, you are wayward. In my own opinion, I'm gonna say, in my own opinion, sex is mutual. You could meet someone in a day, you click, and it will feel like you guys have been together forever. Well, everybody, I mean, we are all entitled to our opinion, but me sitting right here, I believe there is nothing wrong in having sex on the first date or anytime at any moment in a relationship. I'm just being me.
I think it's easier for us guys to say that. I think.
Well. Now the good thing about it now is we have two ladies in our midst.
So.
What do you guys feel about sex on the first date?
Personally, I'm a Taurus, and when you read up on Taurus, we're very, very old fashioned, so that means we're very old school. So personally, I'm really not into having sex on the first date. It's my nature.
So after 1 year.
No, it has nothing to do with that. I just
Oh yeah, sure.
No. It has nothing to do with if I'm sure or not. It's just something that won't naturally occur to me on the first date, because I feel there are lots of things I would want to know about the person. Sex is not really what I want to have with you the first day. I want to get to know you, because I mean, how many hours? I'm not spending 24 hours with you, and you must be of certain age for me to want to even have a conversation with you. And you can imagine how many years you spent on earth. I would like to get to know. Yeah. So it's not really something that comes to me the first time, you know, I have a date with someone. That's why I said I'm very old fashioned, I'm very old school. So it's not just what comes to me, or, you know, on the first date.
Okay, Miss Old School.
Thank you.
I understand that. So, Mitchell, what's your take on that?
I'm a bit more new school, a little bit.
Okay.
No, but I think it depends on what you're looking for. I have a couple things to say about that, I guess. Me personally, in the past, I've been with people at the very beginning of a relationship, and it led to a very long relationship, and we were together for years, and it was very serious. And I've been with someone who I didn't sleep with for over a year after we started dating, and it went nowhere, and it lasted for about a week after that point. So, you know, I mean, you really can't judge a relationship based on how long you held out or how long you know, waited and respected that level. The other thing to remember, I think, is that for a lot of people, sex does not have to be about an end game. It does not have to be about marriage anymore. A lot of people in our society now, like, sex is primarily for pleasure. So do we have to date somebody for months and months and months before you say, look, as long as I'm careful and as long as I'm safe and respecting the safety of the issue, does it really matter? So I think for a lot of people, it just depends what you're personally comfortable with.
I like that fact.
I like that.
Okay. All right, guys. You've heard this fantastic guest. They've been amazing. I said it earlier. I have learned a lot sitting right there talking to these wonderful people. Now, the next topic we'll be deliberating on is the effect of whatever you do on your relationship. Now, to start with, I am gonna shoot it straight to one of the guests, the one and only saxophonist in the house, Yemi Sax. Tell us the effects of what you do on your relationship.
The effect of what I do on my relationship,
Yeah,
in terms of keeping the relationship alive, right?
exactly.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna say relationship or marriage, you have to be 100% tolerant. You have to be ready to take the worst bullshit in the world. Sorry, I had to mention that. You know, you have to be ready to take anything, and you have to be ready to be the fool if you really want it to work. You know, I think that it starts from there, because it's like having two people coming from different background. You know, so it can be very tough sometimes. But if you when you make up your mind that you don't even mind being the fool, then your relationship or your marriage can work.
Now, I'm going to shoot it to you here. You are married, you are an entertainer, you go almost everywhere, Nigeria, out of Nigeria to perform.
Yeah.
Now, how has it affected your marriage?
That's a big question. Okay, I'm just going to put it like this. I think for an entertainer, before you go into marriage, be sure of the maturity of your other partner. You know, your other partner must be matured enough to know that, of course, there will be female fans. There will be crazy female fans, not just female fans. Some fans who can just decide to do anything. So he or she must be ready for all that. So I think sometimes it can be difficult. It can be a little difficult for the other person who is not an entertainer. But at the same time, it's something you have to watch before you go into marriage with anybody. That's it.
Okay, I like that. Okay, DJ Nana.
Well, I'm not married, but the kind of people I've ended up having relationship with, I think the attraction is actually the fact that they are usually my fans. When I mean my fans, they are people that can't wrap their head around the fact that I am a DJ, and they're just admiring that, wow, you're a DJ. And because of that excitement, they are happy seeing other people being them, because they are they are the first people that are like, wow, this person is a DJ. So when they have every other person around doing the same, they can relate to that feeling, because that's who they are first and foremost. Aside being a partner, they are my fans. So, and that has worked for me, in my relationships. I'm not sure I've ever had to go out with somebody that met me as a DJ. It always gets to that point in conversation of, what do you do? And I say, I'm a DJ. I'm like, hold on, how? Really? And I go, okay, yes, I am. There's usually that, and most of the time that's usually that's the point where they know what I do. I'm not sure I've ever met somebody in the field that knows that, oh, this is a DJ and I would like to date you. I don't think I've ever been with that person. I've always had to be with somebody that does other things, or that does other professions, and they just admire and wonder how you pull it off. And because of that, they're used to other people, admiring that about me too. So I usually don't have problems with, merging my relationship, because
already.
they're my fans, and they're like, oh, that's my girlfriend. That's all right.
Oh, amazing. Okay, that's my girlfriend. I like that. Okay, Michelle. What are you going to tell us about that?
Well, okay, so physical therapy. I do a lot of close contact with people.
Pardon me,
Yeah.
before you
Touch
proceed,
it.
you know that is quite sensitive, right? So that is exactly why I want you to talk
Right.
about it.
Well, we do, for one thing, one of the things that we focus on a lot in school, because I went to school in the States and there's a lot of lawsuits there. You gotta avoid sexual harassment lawsuits and all that. So we're very careful about keeping things professional as much as possible. And I think that anyone I've ever dated respects the fact that I am a doctor, I am a professional. I'm not just, I'm not working at some shady massage booth down somewhere where, extras might be. No, I'm professional about it. I think the only thing that's ever come up is gifts, because some of our clients, especially when they're finished with their therapy and they're happy, they'll give, really nice gifts. And that's definitely been an issue of contention when they're from, like, men and things like that. For me, the issue more in relationships working here is because I'm dating a Nigerian. So being American and dating someone from a different culture is more just those cultural issues than anything.
Oh, I see. Well, Yemi Sax has talked from an entertainer point of view, but that won't stop me from having Peeshaun talk about it, because I know a whole lot of people want to hear him talk about it. So
I think I'm along the line of what Yemi Sax said. It's entertainment, so you have a lot of crazy fans. The most important thing is your partner understanding the line of career you have chosen, because if you choose the wrong partner, that can kill your dreams as an entertainer. You need an inspirational base where your creativity can thrive. And if your partner is somebody who's checking here, checking there to see, because there'll be so many suggestive things that don't mean anything.
Of course.
There'll be a lot of DMs, number one, likes, everything, all this one.
oh, you mean like sliding into someone's DM? Okay, I understand.
So you want your partner to be somebody who doesn't get scared of all those things, because if she's someone that opens your DMs and see all these suggestive things, knowing that if you go for an event now, you're going to meet all those people there. She just has to be somebody who can find strength within herself, And if it's also a female artist, the same way, So once you get that right, then I think it will work. That's the starting point. There's always somebody right for somebody.
Okay, advice for women: do not check your man's DM. Do not check their phone. It's wrong. You're just going to see what you're not supposed to see. You shouldn't do that. That's where you start your problem. That's where your problem starts from.
It applies to men too.
Don't do that. Don't.
Yeah. Once you start going down that rabbit hole.
And for women, I'm just going to leave what I need you to see. So if you go searching, good luck. Because trust me, if you're saying it's because I want you to say it.
Oh shit!
I think women are highly underestimated. You have no idea.
True.
Well,
if I
that's a hot topic.
Well,
when women want to do like this,
only let you say it.
Really,
exactly.
The reason why I'm very excited about what DJ Nana just said is because this is coming from a lady. Don't go snooping. If a man just say don't go snooping, it will be like, oh, because you got a whole lot of things you are hiding, that is why you don't want me to check your stuffs. But really, my question to those people that go snooping is, what exactly do you want to achieve?
What are you looking for?
What exactly are you looking for? Now, when you find exactly what you are looking for, what do you want to do? What are you going to do? If you are married, are you going to leave your marriage? If you are dating and you are so much in love, are you going to leave this guy? I just don't get it. But we have another day for that, because that is another very vital one. So we just proceed to the next one. This very next one is the very, very fun part of it. I'm sure you guys can't wait to see it. You gotta love it. It's called On the Spot. Don't let these guys hear. I'm gonna put all of them on the spot, and they have no choice than to say exactly the way it is. So, guys, this segment now, based on who you are, that is where the questions will be coming from. So, I'm going to start with Peeshaun.
Why me? I wanted to see how it's happen.
He's so
I can prepare myself.
Your turn.
Okay. So, Peeshaun.
Yes.
Have you ever had sex with a lady that you don't remember?
Yes.
I'm sure a lot of times.
He said yes.
Yes.
I'm sure a lot of times.
Uh-oh. Is that true?
A couple of once.
A couple of ones.
A couple of...
A few ones.
Nice.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
But,
We all know now.
she was black. She was black. Then when I looked at her, she was
Oh,
I mean, she was yellow.
yellow.
okay. So, Mitchell, my question to you. You think it's going to be the same question?
Better not be. Better not be. So she will respond to you.
Now, my question is, have you ever fall in love with a guy that you are not able to let him know because maybe it doesn't just feel you?
I don't think so, actually. I think everyone I've ever been in love with is someone that knew, even if he didn't feel the same way, but he knew.
Oh, she's lucky, right? Because I'm sure it has
It's
happened
embarrassing
to...
if they know and they don't feel the same. Trust
True.
me.
Yeah.
You have to avoid them for a while. Avoid that topic. Avoid
Yeah.
certain things.
She's talking from
Before you
experience,
become
actually.
friends again.
But it's true. She's right though. It's an awkward. Eventually it becomes a kind of just division because if it's someone who's a close friend, then what?
Yeah.
To get it right, then start the friendship again.
Okay. All right, that's cool. So, we'll proceed to...
The next man.
Okay, DJ Nana, it has to be your turn. You just hint me that it's your turn. So, guys, it's not like I planned these questions on the spot, but I just picked it based on the conversation we've been having. Now, DJ Nana, this question for you. How old are you the first time you had sex?
I was 15. You want details, really?
But like seriously, that's a sincere answer, which is it
I was
sounds
15.
like
Yeah, you should tell us a bit about it. how
And
it
I had a
happened.
daughter a year after. That's how it happened. That's it. That's Genesis and Revelation of the story.
That is so sexy.
Really?
I thought.
It's just me. You don't want to be a girl.
I wish I am a lady.
15.
Yes, I was 15.
You were young.
So,
Yeah.
Really, these guys are really cracking me up. But anyway, because this has to go on, now I'm going to shoot it to Yemi Sax. It's a double barrel that I'm shooting him with. But don't worry, it's not going to kill him. Yemi Sax, I've watched you perform. Amazing, because you do a special kind of music, that could, put people in transit, So, now my question is, what was the craziest thing a fan has ever done? I don't want to say to you, I will say with you. Yeah.
That's you for better.
with me. The craziest thing, I think. Anyway, it's not really something bad, really. If you say with me, I don't get it. But if you say the craziest thing a fan has ever done because of me,
Okay.
oh,
Okay. That's
I
how
think
Say these are three different.
Craziest,
This
exactly.
is, let me clarify this. When you're talking about with me, to me, for
because
me,
of yeah.
there are three different things we're talking about right there. Because for you, you might not even be there. You know what I mean? To you, yes, you will be there, but maybe not closer to you.
yeah.
But with you is when you guys are together. You know what I mean?
God, this is crazy.
So
So we
with you,
tried it with.
So it doesn't really matter if it's private. Like, okay, I think the craziest thing a fan has ever done to me, couple of years ago.
before you got married, right?
I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
before I got married.
I'm making it easy for him,
Yeah,
actually.
before I got married, this fan actually DM'd me. You understand? And of course, it was like normal DM, like normal fan, and you have to respond like, "Hello, how you doing?" And she said it to me on that DM. you know, after, I think it was 2 days after then, she promised me that anytime she sees me face to face, she was gonna do something crazy. I just sent a smile. I was just laughing like, what do you want to do? Of course, I didn't do anything bad to you. You won't kill me. And I met this fan. Truly, it was a long time after that time. I think over a year after that time. At I think it was the place in Ikeja. I was coming out. She was. I was going out. She was coming in, and then she was going straight to my stuff. Yes.
What do you mean your stuff?
She was going straight to, I know we all matured.
Yeah.
She was going straight to my stuff. Do you understand?
Like down there.
And I was lucky to hold that time. She was going straight to my stuff.
Okay.
You understand? Like it was really. I don't know if I'm going to say it's a bad experience, if it's a good experience, because at that time I wasn't married. But sometimes it can be embarrassing, you know, outside. But she doesn't care. She doesn't care. So I was coming out. Then she was going in Ikeja, you know, and she just went straight. Like the hand was on my stuff. I just had to I'm telling you.
Now that's the weight.
Then I quickly remembered that this same
There you go,
same person said it to me. And you know one funny part? That night of that day, this same fan sent me an invitation for our wedding.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
So you see how crazy it is.
That's adventurous.
But I was so matured enough to after that time to give that space.
Well, thank you so much, Yemi Sax. That is cool. You know, we plan this to be.
This question, I'm
On
telling
you,
you,
all
on
for
you,
you.
on you.
All for you.
These guys are taking over my show. Okay, basically, this is reality. Love, sex, and relationship. We know a lot of people need this out there. We'll keep it real as much as possible. We'll be talking about everything that has to do with love, sex, and relationship. We'll be bringing in different people, from entertainers, footballers, business people, you know, professionals, and you know, just think about it. We'll bring you everybody that gonna, you know, share their experience and be able to help me and you. Stay tuned to it. Thanks for watching us. But before we go, there is one more thing.
Okay.
Are you guys worried?
Yes, we are.
Absolutely.
I am.
Oh, really?
Okay. The last thing about it is, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for Yemi Sax. Thanks to Yemi Sax for being part of
That's a
it.
good
Michelle, thank you. I appreciate. DJ Nanaho, thank you, darling. Peeshaun
Yeah.
Skuki.
What's-
Thanks, brother.
Yeah.
And we see you next time.